Hi everyone, happy Friday. I'm actually getting this out there a little bit early and recording it on a Thursday afternoon. So go me. Um, anyway, this is a pretty Valentine's Day centric but book purchase. We've got three new releases, one of which is a mythographic. And then I've been wanting these for a while, or I've been wanting this Mandala book for a while. It's Valentine's related, so I figured I'd go ahead and order it. So this is a good opportunity to show you some books that are out there Valentine's related if you like holiday coloring. Like I said, these two are new releases. Joshua Dunbar's comes with a little asterisk there. And then the Fantasy Forest. I said I wasn't going to buy any more mythographics until I saw flip-throughs, but I saw this was Fabiana Attanasio, and I saw it was like a fantasy forest book, which combines two of my favorite things, fantasy and like woodland creatures and stuff, and I just, like, I knew I didn't even need a flip-through. Sorry, there was a cat here. So I made the executive decision to purchase this one, and hopefully I don't regret it, but we're going to see. All right, let's get started. We're going to start out with Alexandra Franzese. Her newest release is a book part of her Simple series. Is Simple Valentines. It is a smaller, more square type book compared to a standard 8.5 by 11. I think I'd like to do, I don't know, I might switch to this one, Simple Valentines. I might switch to this one and at least get a couple colored in here before Valentine's Day. And then I could also do one or two more in her winter book. I do like these. These are, you can make these as simple or complicated as you like. I generally like to just use marker and then things like glossy accents, gel pens, super golden markers to kind of jazz them up. I like that little bee. He's very cute. Oh, that one's adorable. I kind of, and I love the cactus one too. Kind of eyeballing those two already. This one probably has a little more food in it, and I generally don't color food very often, but that's okay. Nothing says I love you like good food, so I kind of understand, or champagne in this case. I do like coloring ice cubes, so. Oh, like peanut butter and jelly. Okay, I get that now. I was a little confused there for a minute, and then I figured out what that was. I did complete one of her simple books for Halloween. Like, I used it as kind of like a 30-day coloring challenge. And, ooh, I like that play on like a Queen of Hearts card. I like her little kind of bow, tiny little heart-shaped mouth there. Trying to figure out what this is. Chips and dip. Okay, I like the food combos. Like, we go together like peanut butter and jelly. We go together like chips and dip. I do like that. That is cute. Oh, little kitty Cupid. Okay, this one's pretty adorable. Yep, I like the play. Okay, so this might be an exception for the food. I like the play on these. Very cute. I normally don't do a lot of Valentine's Day coloring, so it's kind of unusual to be picking up all these books, but they're cute. Alexandra Franzese and Joshua Dunbar are some of my favorite coloring book artists, so I want to be supportive. And their stuff is super cute. I do love, oh my gosh, I keep talking about the little creamy sorbet I make that has like strawberries in it, and we put chocolate chips, and it's like chocolate covered strawberries. Oh, so good. Probably a lot healthier than the chocolate dipped strawberries. This was the one I saw on a screenshot of this one, and I loved this with the little alien ship and the cow. Actually, I have a pen that's a very it's kind of a similar design where ship's taking, trying to pick up a cow, and it's very cute. I love that type of design. So very cute. We get a bonus page from Simple Mushrooms, which is a book I do need to pick up. Kind of like the Valentine's Mandalas. I'm trying to get all their books, but I'm also trying to be a little more mindful and like color in the books I have, or at least color in the new books before I buy more new books. So Simple Mushrooms will happen. It's just not right this second. All right, Valentine's Cuties. This is by Joshua Dunbar. So this is sort of a new release. Sort of. Kind of. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Why are my books hiding? Woo. Okay. So, this is a release of his small book. Okay, hang on. Ah, I found it. All right. It's another reason I don't like the pocket-sized books. So this is kind of a re-release, but in a bigger format. So Joshua Dunbar previously had Valentine's Cuties in a pocket-sized book like this. And as we've talked about before, my issue with the pocket-sized books is he has these amazing bigger pictures or more detailed pictures that I like to use marker, and sometimes these smaller images it can be a little difficult to color in these spaces. I've managed, I mean, you can see I've done a couple here that turned out real nice, but for the most part, like the really complicated ones like these, I don't particularly look forward to in these smaller books. Plus, like I said, they're hard, they get stuck behind other books on the shelves, and they just drive me, it's hard to find these sometimes, just like we found. And so he took the images in here and made a large print version of it. So it's the same images as you can see, it's just in the full size format. He did this with his Christmas Cuties, and I loved it. Like, as much as I've enjoyed coloring out of the pocket-sized books, I will buy every one. If he does this with every one of his pocket-sized books, I will be buying every one. Normally, I don't buy duplicates of books, but this is an exception because I just love having room to use my markers, and markers can bleed, so you have to be kind of careful. Like, the bigger the picture, the less likely it's going to bleed. So we'll do a quick flip through of this. You get a welcome, you get that. That is cat hair. I thought it was on the page. But like, yeah, so adorable pictures, just full-sized images. Like here, I can get into these little areas with, I'll probably use like gel pens and stuff, but if I wanted to use alcohol markers, I could without having to worry so much about the lines bleeding. But like here, I would have had to like just touch it a few times, and like it just is really tiny details. And even with pencil, I think if you like to shade and stuff, it can be a bit of a challenge when images are that small. So I have one more in his Christmas Cuties I want to color, and then I'm going to start on this one. The only problem is I absolutely love how I colored him in the other book, so I don't know if I want to replicate that or if I want to do something different. Same here, I like the colors I used in that palette. I'll probably do something different. But I'm so glad he decided to do this. Oftentimes, like I said, I understand a lot of times artists will go back and reprint some books. They'll make some modifications. They'll reprint the books for some reason or another, and they're good reasons. And Alexandra Franzese has done that with some of her mandala books, made the line art thicker. And so, oh no, those are his whiskers. So, like, I understand that. Not in every case will I buy the new book. I do, like, in Alexandra's case, I like the thicker line art, but, like, if I've already colored a lot in the existing book that I have, I may just be like, it's good enough. So, like, I understand why artists do it. I don't always buy the new book. But in this case, like, I'm really glad he's doing this, which I think you can still get the pocket size. So, y'all know I love that one. I'm going to check, and I'll put the link in the description if it's there. But as far as I know, you can still get the pocket size. So if you still prefer the pocket size book, it's still available. But just for people like me, he has a larger print now. And a lot of artists do that too. Hannah Lynn will do like a pocket size version of the book. I love these little takes on like Peter Pan and Wizard of Oz, and they're so cute. Hannah Lynn will do different versions. She'll do like a pocket size and then like a full size version. And again, Alexandra Franzese does travel or pocket sizes. They could be called travel size too. And I do appreciate that. I know it takes a little more work, but everybody's a little bit different in what they like to color. The travel size does make for smaller images and quicker colors. It takes up less space on like a bookshelf. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why people want the travel sizes. If you want to actually travel with it, it's easier to take with you. So, like, there's a lot of reasons to want the pocket size too. It's just, I don't need those for any reason. So this is from his Animal Mandalas book, which, oh my gosh, I need to get back to. In fact, I think I want to do this picture. And this will be probably right about spring is when I get back to this picture. So that'll be perfect. Forest Animal Mandalas. And then this is from Hello Country Fall. This is from his 80s book, Totally Outrageous 80s, which, again, need to get back to. Easy Spring. I included a lot of bonus pages. That's pretty awesome. I also think he changed the cover on... Was it New Easy Coloring? There was one book he changed the cover on, but I think it's still the same art. So, but I think it's that one, but I can't be 100% sure. Anyway, so new release, kind of, like I said, just wanted to put that little disclaimer in there. So, all right, next up we have Mythographic new release from Fabiana Attanasio, Fantasy Forest. As I said, and big thing this year is I am going to color my Mythographic books because they all sit there pretty, looking pretty. They're single page. They're exactly what I want for alcohol markers, but yet I'm not coloring in them. And I don't know why. I think I'm just intimidated or something. So that's going to change. And I think it's going to change with this book. No, so I told myself, because I was buying some and then getting disappointed when they released. And I mean, these things are like starting out $20 US when they're being sold new release. So not super inexpensive. But I found after purchasing a couple, I kind of had buyer's remorse, doing the new release pre-order. So normally I wait till I see a flip through. However, like I said, this has fantasy and it also has forest, which are like my two favorite things in coloring books. So I figured that, and with Fabiana Attanasio, I would make a rare exception on this one, and hopefully I don't regret it. So let's get into it. As far as I know, they're not doing the little mystery objects anymore. Oh, very cool. That was one in the the sample images on Amazon that caught my attention. Ooh, good one potentially for Foxy February. It'd be very interesting to carry some of the, some blue and teal through them, because you see like their tails, kind of merging into the water, almost like they came out of the water. I like kind of the book moths, the book butterflies. Not real sure. Really like the owl there with all the different keys. That one's really pretty. I like that one. I like the ones where it looks like, the forest with like ocean. I really would need to look up some crystal or gem tutorials to really do, I think, justice to that picture. That one's very cute. I like that, kind of like a rock giant. Ugh, I am not a fan of this one. It's pretty. I just don't like, they don't look like bees, they look more like hornets or something, and I'm not just ugh. I don't know about that one. Alright, so I took a gamble on this one. I don't know how other people are going to feel about it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like there's something missing from the book, and I can't quite, convey that into words right now. Like, I feel like I like simpler images if they're very complex and they're really like there's a whole lot of intertwined and stuff. It stresses me out because I can't see what goes where. Like, and then I think about trying to color it, and it's just like it's really stresses me out. This isn't too bad, and I actually like the play on the planets right here. But like layers and layers of stuff on a picture stress me out. But like I almost feel like a lot of these images are just too simple. Now these are better. These are kind of more what along the lines of what I was thinking. Yeah. So like the last three or four I've flipped through feel more, yeah. So like while I feel like part of this book hits the mark, it's the other part of it that I'm just like I feel like it's a little lackluster. But I can't remember how many images are in these books. It's a lot. Love that picture. I don't know like what deadline they put out a lot of mythographic books each year, and I'm not sure what kind of deadline the artists are under. But my guess is, they may be under some pressure, and like maybe she just couldn't put in as much time for some of these images as she normally would, and maybe that's why some of the pictures don't look to me as finished as they should. Now, like this looks incredible. Like I said, there's so many images in Mythographic that I'm basically like, if I can see myself coloring half the book, I'll get it. And that's kind of the ratio I run to. And so like in this case, the second half of the book looked a lot better to me. Like all these images here, where was the point where it was, of course, as soon as I opened my mouth, where maybe kind of here, I don't know. Oh, I think I missed that one. Did I miss that one? There's that one. That one's good. So like from here up, it feels different. Like there's still, like I said, I think about half this book is, I'm still glad I got it because about half of it are pictures that I look at and I'm immediate like I'm gonna color these. And maybe I am still drawn to this one, even though these like just make me squirm. So maybe if I make them wacky colors or something, it won't make me squirm so much. But like over half the images in this book are great. But like there's an awful lot of white space up here. This one's alright. This one feels a little plain. This one, and maybe it's because I don't like to color buildings. That may be part of that one. Same thing here. I'm not big on gears, but like this feels, I don't know. And I mean, again, I can't say at this point I would have to go through my mythographic books and look, but I can't say with confidence like this one feels unfinished. Like there feels like there should be more here. And like maybe I can't say with confidence that there's any mythographic book that I have that I'm just like, I love every single picture in this book. But like I said, there's so many of them right now. I'm trying to be more mindful and more like, am I going to color half or more of the pictures in this book? Or do I feel like I would want to color half or more of the pictures in this book? And if yes, then I consider getting it. If not, then I, pass. And so I still feel that way with this book, but it is definitely not, I honestly expected this to turn out to be probably one of my favorite books that I've gotten, and I don't think that's the case. It's a very good book, and if you like the images in it, by all means go for it. It may be your favorite, but like I was just I'm a little surprised. And like I said, maybe it's just there's a lot of images in here, and most of the mythographic books I have, 25 to 30% of the images aren't, the best images, but I don't know. Just my thoughts on it. Um, I don't regret that purchase, but again, in the future, even if it's something that sounds like it's up my alley, I may just wait to get a flip through. Like I said, I don't think I still wouldn't have gotten that, but like I almost feel like I should have just waited for a flip through. So, all right, last but not least, this is a book that's been out for a little bit, but she has refreshed it with, I believe, thicker line art. This is from Alexandra Franzese, and this is Valentine Mandalas. I do like her mandalas a lot. I don't color mandalas as often as I color them way more than I used to. But I like hers in particular. The frogs are cute. And the bunnies. See, I mean, even with the hearts, I feel like for those, you could do those like, they could be very spring pictures. And of course, y'all know I love the cats one. That would be a good one for even June, like, like weddings and stuff. So, kind of like I color Halloween throughout the year. You don't necessarily have to color Valentine's mandalas only around Valentine's Day. Like the piggies. And she does do some light shading um, with her and Joshua Dunbar both do some light shading with their art, which is one of the biggest things I love about their art. Not only is it adorable, but like, even though I do oftentimes outline with markers and do a little bit of shading myself, having that shading there shows me where I need to shade, and then if I really just wanted to color it a solid color and let the shading stand out, I could do that. So, that's so cute. I don't know what they're called anymore. Didn't these used to be called like brontosauruses when I was a kid, and I think they've renamed them to something. I love the fishies. And the flamingos. That's so fun. That'd be a good summer one too. I tell y'all, it is so weird. My phone can be quiet all day, and then I start a video, and it's like everybody knows I'm working on a video for some reason. And then I start getting, and I know some of it's like my phone knows I'm up and moving around and stuff, and so some of it's notifications, but it really does feel like my messages and stuff always end up going off inevitably. Very cute. So those are cacti. Okay. I would do those even just gray, like little doves. We have a couple pairs of doves out there. It's very sweet. I thought we had a lot of owls, but it turns out it wasn't owls hooting. It was the pigeons, not pigeons. I saw them at first and I was like, are they pigeons? Like, we kind of live in a rural area and we don't really see pigeons, but then I realized they're doves. And so we've got at least two sets of doves, which I think is really cute. All right, so there are my books and my thoughts on said books. I will try to do another video this weekend. My plan, my hope is to finally finish my Castle Art regular pencil series thing, and then next weekend do my supply haul, and then probably do a color and chat next weekend too at some point, and then maybe the weekend after that. That'll be the last weekend of the month, won't it? So we might be doing completed pages and stuff then. Then maybe in February I can finally show you guys at least parts of my room where I've reorganized. It's like, it was 50% done for the longest. Now it's like 75% done. And maybe in the next few months I can get it, mostly done. So slowly but surely it's getting there. Just trying not to stress about it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope you are having a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.